guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Fullmetal Alchemist, Brotherhood. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching episode 55 of Fullmetal Alchemist, Brotherhood. And I have to say, after that last episode, jazzed. Everybody is coming together. Our Avengers are assembling, getting Izumi at the end, helping them dig a tunnel. Fantastic. Getting into Central. I love it. She's not just a housewife. She is also an alchemist. It is the best. I absolutely am so excited because I feel like some of our badass characters we've only gotten sprinkles of, and we're ready to see them take full effect. And especially with Hohenheim and Father underneath Central. Although Father said it's time for you to become part of my body, kind of they were having words, but they weren't being passive aggressive. They weren't even being intimidating. They're not even intimidated by each other. I mean, because essentially they are the same, but obviously their alchemy works different. So eager to see that. We also got the Armstrongs, and we got to see Alex go full Armstrong and Olivier be like, "That's my brother," and I'm ready to see Sloth meet his end. Every time he takes a hit, we see the red from the Philosopher's Stone kind of help him, regenerate a little bit. And so we know every time that happens that he's using a soul. And I don't know how many souls Sloth has inside of him, but I'm ready to see the full Armstrongs, just go full ham. And it was really nice to see, Alex just be Alex. And I have to say, him and Olivier working as a team rather than seemingly against each other, or her having, her way of being towards him. When they're just the major, and she's like, my brother won't, die like this, and he knows how to fight, and don't worry about him. And then, Alex gets his shoulder popped back into place, and then he's full Alex, and she's like, nice, and it's just she knows it's in him. She knows that. And that is such a sisterly thing, not in the way that I'm accustomed to seeing, but that's the way she operates, is that she's going to be like, don't worry about him. I believe in him. But then at the same time be like, yes, that's my brother. So I'm ready to see them do even more damage. And especially because we have the mannequins that are now infiltrating certain areas of Central. I don't know if they're spreading outward into the tunnels to travel to different places, or if it's just going to be, in Central alone. I hope they don't go anywhere. We don't know where Winry is. We don't know where Bradley is. Well, at least we haven't heard from them or seen them. And, I always worry about Winry when it comes to Bradley, because I feel like Bradley will use her as a bargaining chip or a pawn. I don't know if that's the case, but we do know that now Mrs. Bradley knows that something happened to King Bradley. And everybody, it's really interesting because everybody was like, oh no, what about little Salim? What about little Salim? And it made me think, he thought it was really unusual for Mrs. Bradley to embrace him and, throw her life on the line to help save his, and how he had never experienced that before. And I don't know if the city also worrying about Salim will make him feel differently about what he's going to do, because they care about him. And, I don't know if that's something that we need to look out for, or at least I'm keeping my eyes and hearts open, because I don't know if Salim was created like greed, or, well, I guess not greed Ling, but I don't know if Salim was a little boy that they, made a homunculus like they did Bradley. And I don't know if they can take that out of a body once a Philosopher's Stone has been put in them, and that's part of what makes them tick and run. I don't know if you can take the Philosopher's Stone out of Bradley and then just let him live a normal life with Mrs. Bradley. I don't know if that's a thing. So like I'm kind of like wondering like how we deal with some of these homunculus, because I thought it was going to be so super satisfying to kill Envy and have Envy die. And the first time it was. And the second time, like, I felt like it was like, yeah, we're going to watch Roy do his thing. And then I was like, I don't want to watch Roy do his thing. That's not good for Roy. That's not good for him long term. That's not good for him to, live in that darkness and seek that vengeance that way. And when he starts like just dealing all the blows to Envy, like it was kind of like, oh, dude, like, come on, like just like chill. Like you don't have to be the one that finishes this. And even Hawkeye offered to kill Envy and said, just because you don't kill him doesn't mean he's not going to die. And they kind of had like, because we had Edward that was like saying that he wasn't going to give over Envy, and Roy that was just like, I will burn you to get to Envy. And like, that's kind of the thing that you don't want to hear out of a future leader of a country, is that I'm willing to sacrifice pieces of you to get to that. That's not good. That darkness that's coming over him, that means that he would access that again in a moment of rage. And that's not what you want. You want somebody that is able to control and calm themselves. And, even like Hawkeye saying like, because he's just like, what do you do once you, pull that trigger? And she's like, obviously, I'm going to take my own life because I have no intention of going on alone. And all of them, even Scar, all of them coming together and showing forgiveness and grace and showing that like they're there to back each other up, was ultimately the thing that Envy just could not rationalize and understand, is that like these people love and care about each other, that they will rise up and support each other every time, that they are there to grant them that forgiveness and that grace, and to be there to back them up and give them all the support that they need and show them love. And Envy could not wrap their mind around it. And even if they could, like, it's just not in Envy's nature to be that way. And the jealousy and the hurt that causes Envy. And he's just like, why are you standing in the same spot where like Scar, like Mustang killed all of these people? And like how are you able to work together? And there's all of like the circular hate that should be happening in this group according to Envy, and there isn't, because there's a commonality and there's a humanity and there's a love and there's an extension of grace and forgiveness that like Envy just cannot figure out how this is possible, and ends up pulling out their own Philosopher's Stone and dissipating. And I found myself getting very emotional, the way Envy was just in agony and was like so embarrassed and humiliated. And it was just like I feel bad for like which I didn't think Envy would be the thing that I would feel that for. And even, I was feeling it, and I was like, do not make Envy make me cry. Like, do not do that to me. And, like having Envy go out that way, it wasn't nearly as satisfying as I thought it was going to be. And I really was just like, oh, and I don't think I found Lust's death as satisfying, even though like it was beautiful animation and beautiful voice work and all of this. Like, I don't feel like I found it nearly as satisfying. And I thought like I was going to get that with Envy, and I just absolutely did not. But I mean, it's still phenomenal storytelling. Like what a way to take that character out. And, like I thought it was going to be satisfying because my own bloodlust that I had over Hughes, over him starting, or over them starting the Ishvalan War, like just all of the things that Envy was responsible for. I thought I was going to get that satisfaction the way that we thought Roy was going to get satisfaction, that Mustang was just going to get that last little, fire out of him. And we thought it was going to be satisfying. And it really wasn't. It wasn't going to be, because of what it would do to Roy. And like, there we are again, not wanting that for that character. Learning about how tore up Hawkeye was over what they did, but also what Roy did and what her father's research, and knowing that he's the father of flame alchemy. And, that was her legacy to carry on, and she wanted nothing to do with it. She saw what Roy was capable of and what Roy could do, and wanted nobody else to be able to do this. And having Roy destroy the research that was on her with that actual alchemy is incredible poetry. But like also like what what a hero, because there's not a lot of people, like if you don't see it, sometimes you forget that it's there. And then you kind of forget that somebody else can have access to that. And she, I don't think, would ever forget that after the Vishvalan War. And like the last thing she wanted was knowing that she was a reminder and that she was like this lost piece of education that could create so much destruction. So technically, Mustang is the last firebender. Yeah, ain't that something? I'm very eager to get into this episode because there's May that is running around, like, well, I don't actually know where she is now. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. They went running with the, oh my God, what the hell are they called? I can't think of who they are right now. Oh my God. Nina and Alexander. Why can't I think of what they're called? I can't think of what they're called right now. It's going to bug me. Homunculus keeps popping into my head, and I know that's not what they are. What are they? Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Nope, it's not coming to me. I don't know where it is. As soon as they say it, I'll be like, you dummy. You totally forgot about it. But anyways, like she's running around with them, and they're going towards the foul alchemy that she feels, the foul chi that she feels, and this is going to start coming to a head because I know we only have so many more episodes left. So, and it's been a freaking roller coaster ride. It's been very hard to not keep watching. And I want to be able to give you guys like the best reactions. So I don't want to do it when I'm tired or after work or, like I want to do it when it's like fresh. So guys, I am so excited to get into this episode. So let's go.
Are you lost, Fullmetal?
Mm-hmm. Hey, give it a rest! If I hadn't had to come back to keep a certain moron out of trouble, I wouldn't have gotten turned around!
Well, yeah.
I don't recall anyone asking you to come back.
You have got to be kidding! You'd probably be halfway to Psycho Town right now if me and Scar hadn't stopped doing what we did!
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's not gonna give you any credit, Ed.
Listen, even if he won't, I'd like to say thank you. I couldn't have snapped him out of it by myself.
Mm-hmm. He needed everyone there.
So thank you.
With the eye contact. Mm-hmm.
Your gratitude is unnecessary.
The adult's way of life. What the hell does that mean?
Briggs forces have taken the operations center. Central soldiers, cease all hostility immediately. I repeat, we have your general in custody.
I love it.
You were using the tank as a distraction to hide your true purpose, using her alchemy to dig that tunnel!
Mm-hmm.
Now you're catching on.
I love you, girl.
The operations center! It's been overrun by Briggs forces and they've captured General Kremen!
Yeah, your guys, girl.
Is Buccaneer there?
Sir!
It's getting bad out here. We have a large number of pale humanoid monsters on the loose. No matter what happens, do not open any gates, you hear me? We can't allow a single one out into the city.
That's what I was wondering.
We need to destroy them right here, right now!
All right. Go get him,
yes,
Buccaneer.
General.
Yes. Go get him, Buccaneer. Snip all their heads off.
As of now, this is operations.
Uh-oh. Is that Pride?
If we win this battle, it just might be mine.
Nah, that's not gonna happen. Oh, okay, never mind. It's all the mannequins. Oh, rats. That sucks. He didn't even get to sit in the chair. That's what I'm talking about right there, Olivier. Chop, chop.
Soldiers with no fear of death. Just think, this is what your masters wanted for all of you men.
Way to go, Olivier. Okay, we're using some more souls here for Sloth. How much more do we have?
How many times do we have to kill that thing? As many times as it takes!
Damn right. Oh yeah, I forgot how fast Sloth is. It's a weird sentence to say out loud.
She and I are the ones he's after. Keep your distance!
What are you doing?
must kill her. Such a stubborn woman.
She really is, isn't she? I love it. Look at that! They're slowing him down! I love it!
Get to it, man!
Come on, Armstrong. Multiple?
You would have me run away from this? The mere thought of fleeing, of leaving the battlefield in disgrace. I swear on my life such a thing will never happen again!
Okay. Whoa. Oh. Don't mind if we do.
You refuse to run. That's impressive. You're a fine man. But then I've already got a man 100 times finer than you.
She really does.
A female officer. You must be the indomitable General Armstrong, then.
I broke into your fort. Come on, Izumi. Oh, we get to see my girl work!
Honey! Coming at ya!
Right!
Wait, what? Excuse me, Sig too? Sig can... Is he just strong or can he do alchemy?
Extraordinary. Who is he?
He's my husband.
Mm-hmm. Not the titty poppin'. The titty poppin'. Oh, match made in heaven. Against this guy. Fucking get him. Fangirling, totally fangirling right now. Oh my god. I love it. Oh my gosh. How many more hits?
Never stay down.
How many more hits? Oh, what's happening? Oh.
Am I dying now? For real? Such a pain to think about it, but such a pain living.
Well, no more pain at all. Oh, except for Armstrong. He's got some pain. You gonna crack his back? What?
I don't know who you are, but I'm grateful for the help.
Ooh.
It was my pleasure.
She broke into Briggs.
So I assume the Elrics are here too.
I imagine they are.
What? Because Azumi's part of like the sacrifices that Father wants?
I wouldn't try to build us up too much. Apparently, I'm one of the ones they've marked as a sacrifice.
Yes.
I'll lend you all a quick hand, then I'm gonna get the hell out of here. I won't give him a chance to catch me.
Good. I still feel like it might happen though. Unfortunately. Alright, boys, have it out.
Those are the 7 deadly sins of man. In excess, any one of those will ruin a person. You must understand them all to understand humanity.
Indeed.
Otherwise, your knowledge remains incomplete. Why would you sever them from yourself?
Oh, is that why he's always bored? Is because he, like, took all of that out of himself?
Careful! You nearly killed me.
I mean, Hohenheim ain't going out like that.
Stop this!
Hohenheim ain't going out like that.
Please, be more careful. Fighting has never been a particular specialty of mine.
So powerful, and he's no good at fighting. Is Father mad? Or is he just messing with Hohenheim? Whoa! I didn't expect dragons. That was dope.
Back when you were an arrogant speck in a flask, you used to scoff at the very notions of community and family. But actually,
jealous.
Family is what you wanted more than anything, wasn't it?
Yep.
You wanted what the humans have.
Ooh, that got his attention. Whoa!
Where did he go?
Where did he go?
Is he holding back until the transmutation circle is activated?
Oh!
There is a philosopher's stone buried within you. I intend to take it.
Oh my god. Where's Ed? Al?
So I finally elicited a reaction from you.
What's happening here?
Don't expect to win this battle easily. Not when you're fighting us.
What the hell does that mean?
The tire is definitely stuck. What are you doing,
Al,
idiot?
can you lift
if
the
we
car?
don't hurry, the eclipse is going to start. Shut your mouth!
Oh, I forgot about the eclipse, too, yeah.
Mr. Heinkel and I can handle this on our own.
Well, I'm sure you can, but still.
We're fine.
Who's that?
Let us take care of it.
1, 2.
Was it Bradley? I saw a sword. Because I know it's not Olivier. Oh, Buccaneer.
Get yourselves to the operations center, and I mean now.
Oh, right. Thank you so much.
Little blush there. Nice, Sig.
Oh, no fair. At least give us a chance.
Easy work.
How can you attack me? You were supposedly created to obey every order we gave you, no matter what.
They weren't ready.
The good gentleman lied. He lied to us about you.
Yeah, indeed.
Get back! Stay away from me!
Either A, they weren't finished, or B, this was what they were supposed to do anyway.
Briggs White Squad is taking control. North Gate, Black Squad in control. Blue Squad has the East Gate. Yellow Squad is taking the Armory.
I love it.
General Armstrong, you know what this means. We've done it. We've beaten them.
Almost. You've gotten control. I wouldn't be so quick to celebrate. There's still a hell of a lot of stuff coming.
Greetings, I'm back.
Yep. I knew I saw Bradley with that damn sword.
As of now, I am personally taking command. We will get rid of the rebels. All available Central forces. It's time to fight.
He's back, King Bradley.
Yep. That's why I was like, too soon to be chanting victory. Yeah, of course they're gonna, like, walk with them.
Salute His Excellency, Führer Bradley!
Shoot. Oh, it's gonna end, isn't it? Yeah! Okay. Well, I knew Bradley was going to, like, appear eventually, and after seeing Olivier, like, really needing to, like, take a break, and then seeing somebody walk with a sword, I was like, that's Bradley. Yeah. Yeah, not for 1 second do I think that's Olivier. I don't know if that's what they wanted me to think, but, like, they definitely, like, let somebody walk past the sword for a reason. That's why when they were all chanting victory, I was like, not yet. Not yet. Like, nope. Taking control, yay, but those soldiers are still very much loyal to Bradley. I don't know if Bradley knows anything about his wife. I don't know if anyone relayed that information to him. I don't know if he's even listening because he's got anger and vengeance and wrath about excuse me, about to lay bare. Woo. You know, like when you're about ready to like say something and you're like, this is going to be awesome and dramatic, and then your body betrays you. It's so much fun. So, Sig and Alex. Okay, so I was like, oh my God, does he do alchemy? No, he's just a strong motherfucker. The fact that the two of them together were needed to take out Sloth, like how amazing. And like they weren't even like my muscles are better. No, my muscles are better. They were just like, oh, look at me, let's do this together. I couldn't have loved anything more. Olivier being impressed by Izumi, and like she's not easily impressed, but I was like, are you gonna tell her that you broke into Briggs? Like, she's the one, you know, for like the 30 days in the wilderness or whatever it was that like, you know, she was able to steal food and survive. I don't know if Olivier knows that, but the fact that they know who Izumi is, Izumi knows that she's absolutely a sacrifice, and that she is just, it was so fun to see Mama work. It was so fun to see Mama work. But then we have, you know, somebody else. I said his name. Nope. Can't think of what it is. But the fact that now they have somebody that they're going to get information from. Because, like, why is he, like, sitting there saying, like, I'm supposed to have control over you. I'm not supposed to die. Like, all of this was, like, supposed to go down. It's like, I don't know if the plan was for them to actually have control over the Immortal Legion, or if it was to let them think they were going to and have the Immortal Legion take them out. I don't know. But either way, the answer is probably like yes. But getting information from him, incredibly helpful. And Izumi, it's very intimidating. Very intimidating. I love that. Sloth met his end. I can't say that it's like satisfying either, because he was constantly in pain. It's like, it was a pain for him to live. It was a pain for him to die. Like, but like to just be gone. Like, you know what? Rest in peace, buddy. Like I didn't like you. I didn't love you, but I also very much kind of get that like you're in pain all the time. And if this is a piece that you can find where you're no longer in pain, dope. Awesome. Just really glad we got to see Alex and Sig do their thing. That was phenomenal. Now, of course, we had, you know, Ed and Mustang kind of having it out, like Mustang being like, she's the one that helped me. It wasn't you. Like, get over it or whatever. And of course, we know it was Ed. And, you know, like, their relationship continues to be their relationship, and that's what it is. But, you know, Hawkeye really wanting to apologize. I don't even know if it was apologize. It was thanking Scar for helping her with Roy. And her expressing her gratitude, and him saying, like, you don't need to give me any of your gratitude. You know, I feel like she did, and it meant something for him to hear. I don't know how much, but I think like maybe somebody hasn't expressed their gratitude in a while to him, especially somebody that they used to fight. You know, I think that, especially coming from Hawkeye, because you know Roy wasn't going to do it. You know, that was a great moment. And I think more of those moments need to happen for them to like be very cohesive as a group. Now, of course, Father and Hohenheim. You know, to me, I was always kind of like with Father, like always looked like he was bored. And, you know, he took all of the things that like kind of make humans human and part of their humanity, not all of them, because like the 7 sins aren't what make us human, but like, you know, like those are essential for us to have all the good as well. And, you know, Hohenheim kind of hinting upon how it's almost like Father is envious or jealous of humans, that elicited a response. And it's not necessarily that it's a truth. It's more so like, how dare you say something about me? Like, I'm trying to become the perfect being. I don't want to be like them. They're flawed. And like, I think the thing about most humans that's beautiful is that we are flawed, and that we have those things that make us who we are, and make us incredibly different. And I don't know necessarily what happened with Hohenheim, because Father trying to take the Philosopher's Stone out of Hohenheim, and you know, it's really interesting how Father uses humans and their souls to try to create something that he thinks is better, to where Hohenheim works with and in conjunction with humans and all of their faults, but all their good qualities as well. And ultimately, I feel like that's kind of what wins out. And I thought he was going to say like the thing that like he was able to use was love, but that's not really where it went. And I don't know if it will. But the fact that Father was not able to pull out a Philosopher's Stone and then his hand was doing something, I don't know if that's the Alchemist doing something to Father, because like it looked like it just veins. It didn't look like alchemy was happening, like the little box like things that they do to things that have had alchemy done to them. So I'm really, really curious about that. And it's funny because Hohenheim is just like, I'm not a great fighter. Like this isn't fair. But like he seems to be like a good evader, or like a good at like defense, or I mean opening up the door to wherever he was. Like I thought was really funny and interesting. So I don't quite know like what a Hohenheim fight looks like, because he seems to always be controlled. He never seems to be emotional about it. He never seems to be like, you know, like there's no Roy in him, right? That we've seen. And I don't know what this looks like, because it's always calm and cool and collected when it comes to Hohenheim. I'm so curious as to where this is going to go. I'm kind of like bummed that we didn't get more of that and that we were jumping around, but to say that means that like some of the other scenes that we saw like were meaningless, and they weren't. You know, even like seeing like Bradley walk through the background while they're trying to get the car out of the pothole. And, you know, like that's the first time we've seen, you know, Al and Marco and all of them for quite some time. Chimera. Oh my God. It took me the entire episode to come up with Chimera. I'm an idiot. I was like, it starts with a C, and I was like, Homunculus. And I'm like, no. No, it starts with a C, and I'm like, nah. Like, Chimera. That's what it was. You know, so we did get like a little check-in with them. I really thought maybe Bradley was going to do something with Winry, but like maybe he doesn't have enough time to like mess with Risen Bull to bring her back or whatever. But him walking up like full Bradley, sword out. Oof. Now, I think what we've heard is that there's only one soul in Bradley, but it's a very angry soul and it's very hard to kill. So I don't expect this to be easy by any means. And we've seen him in action before and it's phenomenal. So dare I say I'm looking forward to it. But we haven't seen Greed, Lanfan, Fu, May. Yeah, like there's some people that we haven't seen for a hot second. I don't know if they're going to pop up here and help us. I sure hope so. And I don't know if Father is going to try to like turn off alchemy, and we're going to have to use some alchemistry. I don't know if our boys can do that. I don't know if Al can do that yet. I mean, like they haven't been taught that. I totally thought that they were going to get taught how to do alchemistry and they were going to be able to fight that way. And nope, that didn't happen. But you know, May is here. I don't know if she could just be like, oh, remember, just feel it. And I'll go, what does that mean? Like, I don't know if it'll click for him or what. Like, I have no idea. So I'm eager to find out. So guys, if you want to watch full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon and up to 3 episodes early. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. What'd you think of Sig? Very excited. Sig and Alex, muscles for days. Big, strong mans. I love it. I'm very appreciative. Very, very appreciative. But then also Izumi showing up, like flexing that damn muscle. Like she is fierce and I'm so excited she's here. Her saying that she's just like, I'm going to help you guys with this and I'm going to get the hell out of here. I don't think that's necessarily going to be the case. Definitely I'm worried for her, especially because I want her to be able to have a baby with Sig, especially now because that baby is going to come out and just be amazing. So she has to be able to find a way to restore her body or her ability to have children. And so I don't know if she has to go through the portal as well, figure it out. But I know a sacrifice does need to be made. And I do really think that that's going to end up being Hohenheim, because I don't think he wants to be a Philosopher's Stone. I mean, obviously he never intended to be. And I think it's the one way that he knows that he can save everybody from this mistake that was created, which is Father and the rest of the homunculus. And you know, the dwarf in the flask should have stayed in the flask. And we haven't seen Pride for a hot second, but the fact that we saw the rest of our group, and I thought I heard the weird noises around Bradley's chair. I thought that was going to be Pride, but apparently it was just the mannequins. So, but I am eager to get into the next episode. So come back here for that. And in the meantime, I'll see ya.